y'all, so today I will be showing y'all how to make a wig with hair that has been previously worn or lace that has already been cut. I do have a star-studded tag because this will be a signature wig. You're going to need T-pins, some blonde thread, a needle. Anytime you're using 613 hair, make sure you use a blonde cap. You don't want black cap with black thread. It's just very tacky. You want blonde cap with blonde thread. And the hair is star-studded extensions. I will leave a link in the description box to check out hair pricing or purchase this wig if you're interested, or purchase a wig if you're interested. And I hope y'all enjoy the video. I'm going to try to give y'all a whole lot of keys and tips and just show y'all everything. Like I said, star-studded extensions. Make sure you shop. And we're going to get straight into the video. So I'm going to pull that lace. Even though my lace is already cut, I'm going to pull the lace about an inch above the cap, where the cap starts at. And then I'm going to start sewing, because you don't want to sew the closure right on top of where the cap starts at, because then your closure going to be pushed back. So make sure you pull the closure just a little bit above the cap before you start sewing. And you're just going to sew all the way around, consistently in the same pattern all the way around. I also T-pin the other side just for some extra security on the other side of my closure. That is optional. At first I didn't used to. Now I do, but it depends on my mood. So however you feeling, if you want some extra security, add the T-pin. If you don't want any extra security, then you don't got to do it. You can just hold it. Now I'm at the back of the closure, and I'm going to continue to do the same thing straight across. Don't mind my nails. The quarantine is real, and my nails just look real bad. So don't say nothing about that. So I did take my T-pin out, and I'm starting to hold the closure because I don't want to sew it while the T-pin is in there and create bubbles in my closure. So I decided to just hold it. The circular motion that you see me making is a knot. I'm knotting my thread so that my closure in my thread won't go anywhere. You're just going to loop it across the needle and pull it, and it'll create a knot. Y'all are going to see me continuously do it in the video, so hopefully y'all can catch on to it, because I'm going to try to slow it down in another clip as well. And now I'm just getting my first bundle, and I'm starting at the back. I usually fold my tracks at the back, my first bundle, and then when I get to my second bundle, I start to cut the tracks. Y'all will see it when I get there. But you're going to create a knot to start your first track, and you're just going to keep going back and forth in a consistent pattern. And you can see I'm twisting it with the circle, and I'm pulling, and it's going to create a knot. And you're just going to keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going until you get to the top. Now I'm doing the flip over method for my tracks. This can help you from cutting your tracks. You can also do this all the way to the top of the wig if you would like to not cut your tracks. But I'm going to be cutting my tracks. But if you don't want to cut your tracks, I do recommend this method. Usually when I'm trying to flip it, I hold my track like I am right there. I hold it to where I want to lay it, and that really helps it lay flat because you're really holding it in place and you're letting the thread stitch it in place. So if you hold your track and then do your thread, it has no choice but to lay flat because you applying pressure right there. So that's how you do the flip over method easily, correctly to get it flat. And you can do that all the way up on the wig. But I just do it for my first bundle and that's it. And then all the way up, I cut the tracks. But if you decide to do the flip over method all the way up, it won't be a difference. So now that I am finishing off my first bundle, I'm going to do a lot of knots right at the end of my track because you don't want any track slipping on your wig. So I'm going to just continuously make knots right there, and then I'm going to start on my second bundle. When I'm installing my second bundle, I'm going to start at the beginning of the elastic band, but I'm not sewing through the elastic band. Do not sew through the elastic band. Sew through the cloth that's above the elastic band. If you sew on your elastic band, your wig is gonna be too tight, hunty, and you will not be able to put it on. It's gonna slip right off because all the elasticity is gone out of the wig. So don't sew on your band. Make sure you sew on the cloth. I can't explain it, but when you make your wig, y'all know, like, you're gonna feel yourself go through the elastic band because it's gonna be real thick. So make sure you go through that first layer of that cloth, and you're just gonna continue to go all the way around. Once I get to my other side, I'm going to cut my tracks, and I'm just going to continuously go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Each time I cut my track, I do about like 3 knots to end it off because you, like I said, you don't want any track slipping. So even if you want to do the knot throughout the whole thread, you could. Throughout the whole weft, you could. It's your preference. So yeah, y'all gonna just see me cut the track and then do my knots, and I'm just going to keep going, keep going, keep going. So your wig should still be flat. You see those tracks are flat, hunty. It should be flat on both sides. No bulky wigs over here, Pooh. So now that I'm almost up at the top, I'm still doing the same thing, but I'm spacing my tracks out just a little more because as I get to the top, I am gonna start to run out of hair. But even if you do run out of hair, there's still no problem. As you can see, I'm placing the tracks on where I want them to lay. Track placement is a pattern. You have to manipulate the hair as if it was there, and when you brush it all together, it'll come all together. But even if you're long hair, that's no problem. Just put it in the correct place, and I promise you it'll fall in place. Ooh, that rhymed. Now I'm ending my wig off. Mind you, I am not sewing on the closure. Do not sew on your closure. I'm sewing directly, literally right under my closure. You do not want to sew on your closure. If you sew on your closure will pull and your closure will be bulky because it is no longer flat anymore because it got extra tension on top of the tension that you already put on there. So if you have done a closure wig before or a sew-in and you trying to figure out why your hair maybe it's lumpy or your closure is lumpy, it's because you put extra tension on top of the tension that was already placed. So I hope I just put somebody on game. You're going to cut the extra cap off where your lace closure was under, and you're going to cut that right off. I'm showing you the inside of the cap. As you can see, the tracks look just as good as a machine wig and all in place. So now I'm just going to brush it out, and as you can see, you can't see no spaces anymore. Like I said, it's all going to fall in place. And I'm going to take my hot comb and straighten out the top of my closure. I always use a hot comb. If you don't have a hot comb, you can use a wand curler, a curling iron. You can use anything with some heat on it just to flatten out the closure. You can also use mousse. So now I'm going to start curling the hair. In the process of me curling, my phone did run out of storage, so it's going to cut off really soon. But I'm just going to show y'all how I do my bombshell curls. I learned from Eric and Tay that if you curl your hair every other way, that's how you get them big and voluminous. So if you didn't know that, now you know, and you should try it, because I tried it and I love it and I can't stop doing it. So curl your hair every other way. When you're curling, you always, if you're doing it on yourself, make sure you always curl away from your face on each side. That's how you get the correct face, what's it called, face frame. Oh, I said it right. That's how you get the correct face frame, if you curl away from your face. And so I'm just going to continue curling until the camera cuts off. And I just really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you give me feedback in the comments. If you do like this wig, I will leave the link in the description box to check it out, or check out potentially getting you a wig made. And make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Slay by Star Boutique Instagram, Star Studded Boutique. Add me on Facebook, Star Studded. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video and keep watching.